Yo, realest one. Peace, blessings, hit that light. You know what I'm saying? I ain't asking you to go in your pocket. I ain't asking for no donations. I'm just saying crack that little thumbs up button. It don't even take up not even a full second of your time, you heard? But let me get into this. AVE and RUM NITTY. It's been a minute since we've seen either one of these brothers battle on the URL, right? Um, so there's a reason behind all that. Basically a method. Even if you had your own perspectives as of why AVE speaking out about it in the spaces got right down to the nitty gritty of it. And I think some people look at it one way and some people can sympathize with AVE's point of view, right? Okay, so Chrome23, it goes back to Chrome23, Remy Ma's latest installment, uh, latest card on her league, right? It was AVE versus Official. You also have RUM versus Gaddis. But it's the AVE and Official battle that URL actually wanted to happen under their own jurisdiction. Now, AVE knew this. He knew that, but he didn't want to turn down that offer from Remy. Probably had something to do with the money, whatever the case was, I'm guessing. Right? Some people are saying AVE should have known better than to even take that battle if it didn't happen on URL and you knew that they wanted to make the battle happen. And I got to throw in there real quick, if they were so hell bent on having that battle and they feel a way about it happening elsewhere, why didn't y'all just book the damn battle? You know what I'm saying? They had plenty of time to do it. But the URL, they move a certain way and they expect everybody to just fall in line, right? But anyway, now, mind you, AVE was trying to get a battle on Summer Madness versus Hollow, right? Now, Summer Madness came, went, Gnome came, went, and from what AVE was saying, he was supposed to have a battle versus Cortez, I think he said, but he was supposed to be at least on one of those cards or possibly both. But because of him accepting that battle on Remy's league, they basically shelved him. Like real talk. Ain't no and ifs or buts about it. That's the only way you could put it. They didn't like the decision he made, so they said, okay, well, we ain't got no plates for you. Which I personally think is corny because if y'all really did that just because him and Official happened on another league, what was y'all waiting on? Y'all could have been set that up. Was it that serious? But at the same time, I get it, right? They have a certain way of doing business, um, politics, things like that, right? Not the first time you heard stories of URL basically, you know, doing that type of thing, right? Making a battler pay by not giving them battles, making them sit, stuff like that. And another example of that, where is another time where AVE actually did what they wanted. Him and Big K was been supposed to have a battle, right? RBE, they were getting ready to set the battle up, from what I understand. But URL, here they come. They kind of, strong arm the situation. And they said, nah, that ain't going down, right? AVE has been in the URL for a long time, bro. I personally think after all the pain the brother put in, I still think that one disagreement shouldn't decide where the brother's career is at right now, right? Some people feel different about it. As far as Rum, I don't really know what's up with that situation. Um, I wish Rum and Av both nothing but the best of luck, honestly. Cause they both too fired and they've been around too long. They both been putting in too much blood, sweat, tears, and pain to just be sitting there because the league owners feel like you're not worthy enough or whatever they saying, right? But there's another perspective in this situation. Now, Remy and URL always had a decent rapport relationship. So if they felt so strong about that card not happening, that battle not happening under Remy's nose, then that must mean they just look at Remy as competition. Because what's wrong with saying, well, let's just have that battle because there's plenty of other battles we can make happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all feel that way about AVE, somebody who been putting in work for y'all, then how do you really feel about Remy? Because it was her idea for the battle to happen. That's what people are saying, man. I'm looking at comments and everything. People are looking at this situation a couple of different ways. The one thing I don't know is if Remy knew that the URL wanted that battle to happen under their watch. Because I feel like that would help decide a little bit better of who was really right and wrong. Because at the same time, it's like this. AVE is still a man at the end of the day. The brother got bills, and him battling and getting paid, that affects his livelihood. And it's like he probably was looking at it like, well, if y'all not going to set the battle up anytime soon, I'm going to go make this move over here because Remy got the bag. You know what I'm saying? So how could I not understand where he coming from as a grown-ass man? And he says he kept his mouth shut all this time, didn't want to say too much about it because he appreciates the fact that the URL put him in the position that he's in. But he's also like, at the same time, there's only so much you can play with a grown man. You know what I'm saying? And I understand both sides of it, but I think I'm with AVE on this. I'm not going to hold you. I think I'm leaning a little bit more towards AVE. You got to do what you got to do, man. As far as Nitty, he's another talented one of the best pens in the world, that's what they call him. Yeah, but actually, that's what he is. At the end of the day, I hope both of those brothers make it out of their situation if they really are leaving the URL. I hope they make it out fine and they find much success elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? But leave your own perspective on the matter. Who was really right in this situation? Realest one, man. Hit that like, support the platform. I'm gone.